Good morning, all. This is me, Katlewo, from my my bedroom. I make my office wherever I deem fit. My bedroom, my lounge, my car, anything that I think about that I want to share, I share it wherever I am. Even if I'm chilling with friends, I share it. You know. So this morning, being the period of Lent, where we sacrifice one thing that you enjoy, or maybe do more than one thing that you enjoy. You know, sacrifice it to commemorate and sacrifice for him being able to sacrifice his life for us. And he's always wanted the best for us. He's always been there for us. Always, shown true, companionship and always guiding us in spirit. The thought that came to me whilst I was praying after I read the scripture was I've always been uh, a guy or a man of, great ideas. Um, I come up with great business ideas or great product line ideas, or even if it's just a social idea, to host friends and stuff like that. I always get hyped up. I always get excited about the idea, and then halfway through it, I lose momentum, I lose faith because of the naysayers. No, you can't do this way. No, it won't happen. It will fail. And I then slowly start listening to those voices and listen to the voices in my head that tell me that I can't do it. You won't do it. Don't do it. What are people going to say? And I then end up losing momentum and I then start all the way up there and then slowly plummet, and hit the ground hard. So the thought that I had today, and even after speaking to a very close friend of almost 10 years, is that I should stop listening to naysayers. I should always believe in myself and believe in what I want and believe in what I put out there. I mean, I've started this amazing brand called Distinguished Group, which will house media and media platform, social media platform, content strategy platform for the millennial companies, that want to get their brands out there, which will also house Distinguished Gents Magazine, which is a male grooming magazine which has content about education, about fashion, about business entrepreneurship, mentorship, and then we'll also house two flagship events. The one event is about is an SMME event called Funds Unlocked, which will then obviously disseminate content around the issues and intricacies around funding for small businesses, which is a very important element within the funding cloud for small businesses or within the SMME models for small businesses. And then we've got another one, a first of its kind in Africa, in South Africa, called the annual Airports Expo, a commercial expo for airports, where we get to delve into the business behind airports, delve into what makes up an airport and all the suppliers, manufacturers, airlines that happen and that contribute to the airport economy, the aviation space, So, and then we've got what I'd like to call distinguished fashion. I've just started with the line of distinguished shoes. You've got distinguished, and then you've got distinguished limited edition. So it's distinguished collection, and then distinguished limited edition. So after having this discussion with my friend, and she kept saying to me, Katla, when you always have these great ideas, even your mom keeps telling you have these great ideas, but you never really follow through. And I've always had this in my mind that I need money to follow through. I need funding to get these things off the ground. I need some sort of capital to get these things off the ground. And in all fairness and all honesty, yes, we do need some sort of capital, some sort of funding. to get some things off the ground, because with some things you need to pay up front before it can be, produced, or before you can be able to hire a venue, before you can, put content up on air with some things. And I mean, look, I started the magazine with next to nothing, really. I used my own money to pay a designer, and then I started putting the magazine out there to, entice advertisers to advertise on the magazine. With the eventing space, you need money to, hire out venues. But sometimes I figured that if you partner up with the right people, you don't necessarily need money for the venue. If you can get the right people in the room to speak sense to these delegates, you don't really need the money to sort of, you know, put together an awesome event. Yes, sponsorships are needed, and with sponsorships, sponsors want to see an ROI. So you come up with a great ROI for your sponsor, and let them give you the money to do the event. So I've always, reached the peak, and then I plummet because of what people say, and then I end up not believing in myself anymore. I end up, doubting my worth, doubting my abilities, doubting my capabilities, to push and grind and be the best that I can be. So, what I want to say to you and share with you this morning is that always believe in yourself, number one. Never let anyone tell you that you cannot do anything. Anything is possible, right? If you believe that it is possible, that you believe that you can make a change to society, to the economy, to you and your family, then bloody well do it. You know, stop doubting yourself. Stop saying that, oh, woe is me. I don't have this and that. I can't achieve this and that. Get that out of your system. You need to always believe that you can achieve anything. Will Smith said it best in his movie Pursuit of Happiness, when his son kept wanting to play with the basketball, and he said, "Stop it! You can't do that." And then he then came back to himself, came back to his senses after his son wallowed in sadness after his dad was shouting at him, and said to his dad, "Son, never, never, ever, ever let anyone tell you that you can't do something, right? Always believe that you can do something, and never let anyone tell you that you can't do something, even myself, right?" And that is the mentality, and that is the energy, the positive headspace you need to be in. Never let anyone let you doubt yourself in being able to do something, right? Always believe that you can do something. Believe in your heart, confess with your mouth, and just put in the work. I promise you, it will pay off. I promise you, it will get you to where you need to get to. I was listening to another video the other day of another lady in the US, where she spoke about it not being your time yet. Um, just sit and wait upon the Lord. Just sit and wait upon your time. Just prepare mentally, prepare physically, prepare emotionally, prepare spiritually for when the Lord does eventually open that door of opportunity. You need to be ready to hit the ground running. You need to be ready to 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 take it all in, because when the Lord blesses you, it'll be like you never went through that suffering stage. It'll be like you never lost all those material things that you lost. It's like it'll be like you never lost all those friends that you lost, because He has given you the window of opportunity, and He has, you know, constructed an entire new life around you, where you meet new friends, you meet new people, you start liking new things, you start acquiring new things and new tastes. So stay focused, be aware, and persevere, and be patient, and wait upon your order. Your order is still being made. it is a special order for a special person. Know that God is there. Know that you need to persevere. And you're doing it for yourself. And if not for yourself, you're doing it for the ones that are around you, your family. You know, if you have kids, you do it for your kids. I know I do it for my daughter, my pride and joy. Um, I do it for my mother, my brother. Um, and I do it because I've got the love for it. If you love something so much, it won't become a job to you. It'll become just a hobby. You wake up to go to a hobby and get paid for it, right? So yeah, so keep at it, guys. That was my thought for this morning. Keep at it and follow us on our YouTube page. Subscribe to the page Distinguished Media. Like us on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter, Distinguished M4. Follow us on Instagram, Distinguished Media. On Facebook, Distinguished Media. Check it out, guys. There is more content to come. I've also got podcasts that are out there for the SMMEs on NCAP Capital. So yeah, so this is me signing out, and fucking have a great Saturday, man.